My name is Blewis.
I'm Royal.
I am Sage.
I'm Moony, and I know this guy through VRChat.
There we go. Okay, real quick. This video is me asking 4 buddies that I've met through VRChat just some basic questions about what they think about the platform, how they feel. All the questions are in the description if you'd like to pre-read them. Also, I want to say big thank you to all 4 of you guys for making this possible. This has been a super fun process to record. This is my final recording before I really start editing it together. Very excited to see how it turns out. So hope everybody that watches this enjoys, but yeah, let's do this. So yeah, question 1, bro. What critiques do you have for VRChat?
Right now, it's just impossible to just get the full experience, right? Because every way you have of interacting with VRChat is not perfect. No matter what headset you buy, even if you wish to buy a headset, there's always flaws. There's no way to truly close the gap between you and being in VRChat.
Interesting to start off with a negative question, I think. but my first immediate thought is that I don't like how you can't like message people at all. Like anyway, like they've got this weird you send an invite to them and then you've got like a limited amount of responses or whatever that you can include on it. But it's like intentionally they made it so you can't like get around it to message people because you can only edit each response once every so often.
There should definitely be an age divider. That's one thing, 100%, because it makes the adults act childish and it makes the kids want to be adults, and that's like the fun parts of both parts of your life, is just being a kid and not having to experience life in like such a stressful manner, and then being an adult and kind of working through everything in that stressful manner and figuring out like how things actually work and like how humanity is essentially. I mean, honestly, get rid of that NSFW stuff.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like that would help a lot too with the adult kid thing, and like the groups intermingling and people experiencing things at too young of an age.
One thing I'd really love is a middle option between the green and orange status. Being visible to friends, but still having people request to join. I like letting people see where I'm at, but not every friend group mixes well, so having that filter would be huge. I'd also like direct messaging. Sometimes there are people I really vibe with in VR, but we just don't have each other on Discord. We just hang in-game. Being able to message them directly instead of only using invites would make staying connected way easier.
So then question 2, what should people entering the game for the first time know?
At 18 plus of verified worlds, you're definitely probably gonna see some outlandish shit.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can imagine.
So I know a large number of people, just because they don't really know what to do in the game, they come on, they try it out, and then they don't come back on because they're like, well, what was there to do, right? You have to hunt out the experiences that you want to look for, and for some people it just has to be delivered to them, which I mean it is fine, right? That is something that I feel VRChat could work on a little bit, and that's delivery of new and unique content.
Public worlds can get chaotic sometimes, trolls, kids with brand new headsets, so just remember you can mute, block, filter. If things get laggy, you could limit how many avatars you see and which ones load. I guess just crowd control, chaos control.
That makes sense.
Most importantly though, I think VRChat should be a hangout space firstly. Everything else, friends, community experiences come naturally when you just let yourself enjoy it. Find an avatar that fits your vibe and then just pick a direction and just go.
I mean, it's pretty much what you said in your video. It's like, VRChat is what you make of it. It's like you want to find the crowd that you want to hang out with, and you have to, sort of, weed out people that are like, you don't really vibe with, or, because like there's a bunch of different like cliques and whatever the heck, what you want to call it. Yeah, you have to sort of find where you are comfortable and where you want to exist.
A quote that gets thrown around a lot in VRChat is most expensive free game. Do you think you need to spend money to have fun?
I think spending money in this game is mostly about like the little extra stuff, like, custom stickers. You get like pictures you can send along with your invites. You have badges, UI themes. It's cool, but it's not required. If you really wanted to spend money, like, sure, like I have like full body. You don't need that to have fun. You don't need face tracking. You don't need eye tracking. It's cool to have if you can afford it, or if you have like the spare change, but like half body, just a simple setup, like that's really all you need.
Well, outside of the reality, if you already have your computer and your gaming, you already have the expensive part. You just have to get in the game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's expensive as a free game at all. Like, I know people frown upon like places like VR models and stuff like that, but a lot of those avatars aren't even ripped avatars. They're just people's edits or people's this or that, or like sometimes it's even the avatar creator putting their own avatar up there. World creation can get a little bit expensive if you're paying someone else, but if you take the time to do it, well, then it's your time. And I wouldn't really say that's expensive at the end of the day. Like, we have a lot of time to give, kind of thing.
Absolutely not. The thing is about VRChat is that they just make it so accessible to so many people. You don't need a VR headset. You don't even need a computer. You can play it on your phone. For a number of people, myself included, I've spent thousands on this platform just to make it more personable, I suppose.
Okay.
Because I can just use a keyboard and mouse, but I would rather sit down. I'd rather talk face to face. I'd rather let you see what my body is doing. I'd let you see what my face and eyes are doing.
When I first got on, I was just, in desktop mode, messing around with my friends. And then, we just like visited worlds and looked around. It was
For sure.
cool. But then like 6 months ago, my friend got a headset, and then we logged on again, and he's like, "Whoa, look at me! I can move my hands and stuff." And I'm like, "Wow, that's cool. I want to do that." So like 5 out of the 6 of our friend group now have headsets. So
Yeah.
and we hang out in VR.
Sort of more towards you now. How do you use VRChat?
I mean, I use it mainly as a hangout space, to make memories. Hopefully make someone's day a little better. They could have like a rough day at work, or someone's on their ass all day. They just need like to escape reality for like an hour or so. Honestly, just being able to be in like either a character like I thought of, or like a persona I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. It's really cool. It feels like the Ready Player One movie, even though there's it could be cringe sometimes, but like still though, I think it's dope.
I use VRChat in, I guess, three main ways. So one of them is just general socialization. I hop on, I find people to talk to, and I talk to them. And that can include people that I've, met in the past. I'm already friends with them. The second one is that I go to a lot of events, a lot of group events. There's always group events going. So, for example, like the fitness sessions, and yoga, and different music events, and like meetups for people that have a common interest. I think that's one thing that really sets VRChat apart from, I guess, other means of socialization. It's very easy to find people in a narrow, I guess, field of focus, right? Where I can join a group of people for my specific VR headset. I guess just the more all in niche you get, you can really learn. You can see and meet a lot of people that just have really cool things to say. The third thing is that I use it to continue friendships that I have with people that I haven't really even seen in years. These are people that, just as we grew up, we went our different ways, because that's just how life goes. Right now, I have a group of about 7, 8 friends that I know, like, personally. I went to school with them. They're just close friends with me in general. And despite not really being able to speak with them or meet up with them, we can use VRChat as a means to come back together.
When I'm in here, I'm either sitting at like a club B, watching trolls rage bait people and just like clicking stuff for funnies, or I'm playing music and hanging out with people who love music and just like hanging out in that environment and dancing, music, art, just all that stuff. I've also learned a lot of skills in here. I've like dabbled into different languages. Like I know freaking how to speak French, and I know like a lot of Spanish words. I know a bunch of Japanese because of this. I've heard a ton of Chinese. I probably couldn't tell you anything in Chinese, but like
I see what you're
it's pretty
saying.
cool. You can learn a lot of skills. I never would have started drawing if it wasn't for VRChat, because I started doodling in here and I had never drawn in my life. And then all of a sudden one day when I was 28 playing VRChat, I just started drawing, and I bought a DigiPen and a pad, and I bought like all the software and freaking I just started drawing like crazy. Social skills on top of that too, just being able to talk to people and like experience that part of your life, because a lot of people may get like felt like they're in a bubble, or they're kind of in like their own little space where they can't like walk out of. And when you're in VRChat, you can walk out of that. You could dress up as a dragon and go wandering around, or like an e-boy, or friggin' like a hyena. Like you could be anything.
Mostly just hanging out with, you know, people, meeting new people. At first, I was really just going to clubs. Like I would look at the vrc.tl, you know, timeline, and then just like, what do I want to do today? And then go to like clubs like almost every night or whatever. But then I like, you know, made some more friends, and then like found people that were just hanging out in group instances and stuff. I found this one group that like it's like a retro group, and then they do like, you know, they show old movies and like play old video games and just hang out. And I've been hanging out with them a lot, and you know, it's mostly just chill.
What is your favorite world?
My favorite world would be one that I actually took you to. And that would probably be the Frality Luma Crystal Forest. You know, the one where you're on the path, you look up, you see just the two giant trees. One of them's pink, one of them's blue, and you just have that pathway. It's always, frankly, kind of a stunning visual experience.
It's called Fate of the Eargloss. It's basically you're like a ship crew, and it's a roguelike, and each person picks like a class. You can be like firefighter, mechanic, fighter, or you can just be like balanced in all those stats. And you know, everybody has like their position. You have someone on weapons, someone on shields. There's hacking, still haven't figured that one out yet. And there's also piloting, and then whoever the fifth person is, you can kind of like interchange the roles, or you can just have someone kind of dedicated to like roaming the ship, just making sure things don't break while you're like fighting whatever ship is trying to kill you or whatever. Overall, it's just it's fun, casual chaos. Very great team building exercise, I guess, if you take it seriously. But it's very casual fun.
And I have like Alone in Space, or yeah, I believe that's what it's called, Alone in Space. And you literally just sit on the moon with like a little bed, and it's just like floating through space with all different colors.
Dude.
I've showed you the freaking like Initial D downhill Toge world.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, there's a bunch of them, but the one that I showed you was my favorite. The AUURAAA, whatever.
Okay.
The physics in that one I really like. The rest of them are just like really arcadey.
So, would you recommend spending time in VRChat?
Absolutely I would. I think it is a great place to just mess around, enjoy the vibes, be silly, watch movies together, horror maps. Even though, you know, I'm like a chicken shit, I still do it. But you know, you can explore worlds too. It doesn't have to be something super serious. You know, honestly, if nothing's really happening at that moment, or no one's on really, just go back to whatever game you've been vibing with. It's just, I think it's a great game to like wrap up the night kind of thing, you know?
I would say, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like the experiences in here, the people you get to meet, the talents, the like craziness, the funnies, the memories, just like all of it in a whole is like a very cool experience in its way. And then eventually you will want to probably get a headset and it'll just become that much more fun.
Yeah.
It's like very interactive that way.
In general, I mean, yeah, it depends on
It
what
depends.
you're into, what you like. I started I started like 6 months ago, and I now have like 1,000 hours in the game. So
Oh damn. Okay.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's coming with the person with close to like 1,500 hours in it,
True.
which is actually which is nothing compared to a lot of people, by the way. Well over 10,000
Yeah.
for a lot of people. But yeah, I'd obviously recommend it. Because tying into my like previous points, it's just a great way of socializing. Because like the video you're recording shows, we're able to just switch environments entirely, like on a dime. If you're bored of something, you can just switch to something else. Just you can do so much. You can see so many things. There's games, movies, hangout spots. There's views. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much you can do, and the fact that it's in a 3D space that I can like get up and walk around in, I think it's just really cool. Once again, as I was saying earlier, you can really meet like-minded people. It's really easy to find events, to find groups, to find these meetups for people with very similar interests.
Yeah.
And you know, if everybody's on the same page, it's pretty easy to start a connection.
Do you have anything else you want to add to wrap up, or?
Oh, most importantly, you do not need to drink or smoke to have fun in this game. Let me just make that clear. You can be yourself, whether you're chatty or if you're just hanging out in the corner. Just have fun your own way. People will flock to you regardless.
Holy guacamole. We made it. So I tried to do this part unscripted, but I really didn't say everything that I wanted to say. To Blewis, Moony, Royal, and Sage, I had a really fun time putting this together. From writing to recording to editing, this has been an insanely unique experience for me. This feels reminiscent of a point that was brought up during the video, which was learning skills in VRChat. If not directly in-game, VRChat's community still motivated me to not only start DJing, just with how easily you can share it with everybody, but also to pick up DaVinci Resolve and start producing YouTube videos. Just for a bit of context, this is the editing page of Resolve. It is not pretty, and it was not fun to get familiar with, but after I found my way around, watching this video come together was unlike anything I've done before. I wanted to make IRL YouTube videos like vlogs and stuff, and that fell through because I didn't have a video camera. I bought myself FL Studio to make music, and then after realizing that I might not be as musically gifted as I'd thought, I quit. But I could grasp the basic concepts of Resolve, and seeing my vision for something finally like truly come to fruition. I mean, it might not have been like a, IRL vlog or a new drum and bass banger, but it was mine. And I said I would make a YouTube video that I'm proud of, and I'm doing it. I mean, like the intro alone was just a shower thought, and I was like, yeah, I am totally gonna do that. I hope you enjoyed that intro. And again, I could not have done it without you guys taking the time out of your evenings to answer my little questionnaire. So I appreciate you. And also, to whoever's still watching this that isn't the 4 guys featured in this video, I am very happy you stuck around until the end. I hope this was interesting or helpful or something, even if you just turn this video on as you do something else. I wanted to bring up a final note. Hobby maxing exists, and it's not that hard. I mean, stuff won't change if you don't change, kind of thing. And I wasn't changing. I was getting so tired of playing the same video games after doing the same routine and then scrolling on YouTube or doing any other mind-numbing time kill. And I mean, refreshing with a new challenge is not easy. But the hardest part of starting something new is simply getting the ball rolling. I mean, if you do the research, you will find that for any field, there are a lot more free and just kind of cheap ways to dip your feet into a hobby or activity than you think. You might get frustrated and you might get unmotivated, but pulling through and actually completing something is truly rewarding in a way that scrolling on YouTube or anything just can't really do, at least for me. But yeah. So yeah. Holy shit. Oh damn, okay. That makes sense. Boom! Oh, so perfect, dude. Beautiful. Perfect.